Hello, young scholars. This is Mr. Hare coming to you from the classroom to your house or to your to your classroom. We're going to look at a day in the life of a police officer. And this is by Heather Adamson. And we'll see what the police officers have to say. It doesn't say illustrated by, so maybe she took the photographs also, because here we see photographs instead of drawings. And what do police officers wear during their shifts? A shift is a certain time they have to work. Police officers wear uniforms with badges. Uniforms help people notice officers who are working. Officer David wears a bulletproof vest under his shirt to protect him. He carries handcuffs, a gun, and a baton on his belt. A baton is like a long stick. His belt also holds a two-way radio to contact the station. So at 6 in the morning, he starts at 7 in the morning. What happens at a briefing? Well, officers meet with the sergeant for a briefing at the start of each shift. The sergeant explains any crimes that happened during the last shift. The sergeant also tells the officers their duties. Officer David and Officer Melissa will work together on patrol. A patrol is when they walk and look out for anything that is happening in the neighborhood. What do police officers drive? Police officers use many kinds of vehicles to patrol. They sometimes use bikes or horses. David drives a patrol car. The car has lights, a siren, a radio, a camera, and a computer. Officer David drives around watching for crime. He looks for anyone who needs help. And it's already 9:30 in the morning. Then at 12 o'clock in the middle of the day, it looks like they're having lunch. How do police officers know where help is needed? Dispatchers answer 911 phone calls and tell police officers where to go. While David and Melissa are eating lunch, the dispatcher's voice comes over the radio. It says 10:52. This means there is a car crash with injuries. David and Melissa rush to the scene a few blocks away. How do police officers help in emergencies? Well, there's a lot that they're supposed to do. Police officers are trained to work quickly in an emergency. David directs traffic safely around the crash. Melissa uses the radio to call an ambulance and a tow truck. She gives first aid to the driver. What do police officers do when they are not stopping crime? Police officers help their communities. They want people to be safe and healthy. Today, David and Melissa tell kids about the dangers of drugs. Flash, a police dog, comes along to show how he can sniff out drugs. How do police officers know if someone is speeding? That means driving fast. Police officers use radar guns to check vehicle speeds. An alarm on the radar gun sounds. A driver did not slow down for the school zone. David flashes the patrol car's lights. The driver stops. David gives the driver a ticket. He explains that school zones keep kids safe by making the people drive quite a bit slower. What happens at the end of a shift? Police officers return to the station at the end of their shifts. Officer David returns the patrol car and keys. He fills out reports at his desk. David greets the officers who are coming on duty. That means he says hello to them. It is time for him to go home. The first radios for police cars were made in 1928. It's amazing but true. The police station could send radio messages to police cars. Officers could only listen. Now police use two-way radio so officers can talk to the station as well. And there's a radio. Some other items of equipment that police use are lights. On their patrol car, there's obviously doors, a gun, gloves, keys, flashlights, radio, badge, cap. All those are part of the police officer's equipment. And now I think we can move on to, let me see, I think that we can move on to look at some of the equipment that police officers use. Maybe we could take a look at that. Let's do that.